Hey there, Brinda here. I know it's a midnight in India. It's bright sun here, sunny afternoon. But I wanted to quickly record this as it is hot in my hands. I have received good feedback on the last video that I released on emotional intelligence in a span of 24 hours of time. I had released it on LinkedIn and Facebook. I'm not sure where they had seen it, but the feedback, I thought it's a good time to share it because one, of course, they gave a feedback on my the crappy videos that I made, the style of my rendering. Probably they expected a humor and some creatives on my videos, which I told them that I had to admit that humor may not be my flavor because I'm more of an intense person, and especially the videos like this on educational concepts, it's the two with a less than 10 minutes slot. You need to be effectively conveying your message. It needs a lot of attention to the content and of course the rendering, more than the fabrication which is done on the post editing side. So, having said that, there were other people who also appreciated, came back and said I had come a long way because they would have watched my vlogs or something, which kind of getting so natural for me. But video blogs on education needs a little more attention or little more focus in many other areas, because it's important that the message has to be conveyed effectively within the span of time. So it's an art by itself. I'm learning, and it's very important. I truly appreciate, and I'm honored to receive those feedback in the early years of my journey itself, because that way I can correct a lot and publish the good ones. Having said that, the second important feedback that I received is on the subject itself, emotional intelligence. Uh, Although there were 4 5 people, I was chatting with them even till few hours back. They were men folks and women folks. I respect the way they approached me. Those who know me had WhatsApp me personally, and those who do not know me, they had come in Facebook Messenger. I truly respect the way they kind of passed on their feedback. That shows a lot of maturity in people receiving it. And for a person who started their journey with the digital media, especially a person who's shy towards camera, video was video making was an uphill task few months before. I'm getting a hang of it. I'm pretty okay with the text blogs and audio also, so I'm kind of learning the art of making videos, because e-learning is my forte. And the subject is on the EQ, emotional intelligence, right? So I saw a heart warming welcome on this subject, and I found men folks who came and openly shared their views. I had even asked them if I can publish the screenshot of the chat that I had with them, so that everybody can know. See, there were few people like this who connected both with me and on the subject, and there were few people who could not connect, maybe for many reasons. But but the good thing is, I am so pumped up that there is a curiosity to learn a new skill which has never been taught or never been discussed at home or at school or at office or with your friends, which is making a lot of sense, right? It's covering all dimensions of life, and irrespective of any gender you are. So this men folk who came out and said that EQ is actually needed for men more than women, and he felt that men are those who keep their emotions for granted and they push it aside. They even push their agenda on the women for this particular reason, because they are not able to understand their own emotions. So I had to say, let's not leave women aside, because as a woman, I have gone through a lot of stress in terms of handling relationship and time and my priorities, and especially after a child. Although I am a matured person, back in my family or anybody who know me, always thought that I can handle situations in my own capacity. So they never came forward to either appreciate me or show their love or show their kind of guidance to me. It was taken for granted. In fact, I was taken for granted at many situations. I was totally a giver. And the root cause of my problems when I started reflecting was because I lacked that warmth, that comfort of, being nurtured. When I was always out there to, do for others, I wasn't taking care of my own self, my own priorities, my own needs. So self awareness was greatly lacking. And also the self empathy, empathy on others and for yourself. There are different ways of empathy. So that was lacking in me. And these two are the doors which got opened to me when I got introduced to EQ. That's a life lesson, right? It's a life skill which is going to help me a long way. So, like me, there will be not just women, even men. A person who came and spoke, who shared so heartily, I'm sure he will have a balance of emotions. Although he's just sharing with me, he may be mature enough to handle the relationship with his wife or with people around with such a care. But there, we are human beings, and we may, blurt out, or we may explode based on our patterns, fixed or situations, which is greatly influencing us. That's why EQ, nobody can master EQ because it's an evolving process. It's a continuous process. So it doesn't get stagnated. It can be learned and developed at any point of time. So I want to tell you, I wanted to share with you this. I was so happy to feel that, to know that the curiosity in people is huge. I mean, that kind of gave me a great confidence, irrespective of how I look, how do I render, how effective is my video making skills. It's fine. I'm totally geared up, and you will watch out many following episode which will unfold emotional intelligence as a life skill step by step. I'm sure you will like to watch it, and please do share it with people whom you want to share this. And most importantly, apply this and try to see it for yourself whether it works for you. That's more important before sharing this with others. And the second thing what I had to say is there's another person who came and said, "Are you a feminist?" Saying you're only going to you're calling out for women folks. I have seen your videos, and your call to action is always for women folks. Are you a feminist kind? I said no. EQ is needed for everybody, and my submission was to, my promises was to increase or share videos on the knowledge, tips, hacks, which is going to increase emotional intelligence and the awareness on emotions to everybody, because EQ is needed for everyone at all times. And the only thing that I wanted to segregate from my general topics and the niche that I have is because my mission is to create 1 lakh women entrepreneurs who's going to achieve freedom, that is freedom from time, stress and money, using EQ and MQ, leveraging digital media. So EQ is emotional intelligence skills, and MQ is money quotient skills, which is going to give you the financial freedom and also help you with the methods where you can manage money more effectively. So those are the 2 skills which I'm going to render in such leveraging the digital media platform, which is going to be as a course which will tell them quickly it's like a blueprint for them to take step-by-step action, just like how I'm doing the journey. Whatever I am on, I have just capsulized and put it as a course. So that's only available for the women folks who's serious about this and who want to build entrepreneurship on digital media. But if you ask me, the knowledge and awareness that I'm sharing through my videos will definitely be open to everybody. And you're free to subscribe my YouTube channel. I'm going to share the link of my YouTube channel, the official page. The group, which is private, and it is only based on invite basis, which is a VIP group of invite for women folks alone. So that is catered to a particular audience, which is going to help me drive my community very good in terms of Facebook marketing and other stuffs. So that's dedicated for women folks. So those people who are interested, I'm talking about women who are interested about this topic and on the digital entrepreneurship, you can learn as I am on the journey also. I'm going to be sharing my WhatsApp number soon in the group, and it will be only by invite. So stay tuned on my official page and watch out for FB lives, more of videos, audio, and stay knowledgeable. Stay tuned and stay connected. See you there. Bye bye.